Molweni, hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the Sunset Safari, where we're coming to you live from the Amakhala Game Reserve down in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. And what a wonderful way to start the show with a nice big bull giraffe with a very young one as well. I'm sure he's only a couple of months old. But my name is Ralph Kirsten, and on the camera I've got Morgan. That's him, indeed. Welcome aboard the largest and greatest game drive in the world. What does the bush hold in store for us today? Well, you'll have to sit back, relax, and watch, wait, and see. For now, we're just enjoying the giraffe. It's a tower. There's a few of them moving around. The cow, who I assume is the mother of that calf, just moved off just before we started the show. But I'm not quite sure who the father is. But for now, we can actually see the umbilical cord that is looking like an old piece of biltong on its belly. So that's why I say it can't be more than a few months old. Nice to see fresh new life on the reserve. Folks, this was one of my wish lists yesterday when we got going, was to find the breeding herd with the new little youngsters, and that's exactly what we've been able to find. And that youngster was playing on the road. I just had a head shake from one of the females here. It's just letting me know that I mustn't encroach too much closer on their space. I've come up nice and slowly, so showing them all the respect that is due. And we're just going to sit here nice and quietly and watch this herd. We're sort of in the area of the dune forest, so on this western side of the reserve it can be quite difficult because it's very thick, and so once the elephants do go into these blocks, it's quite difficult to see them. But we've managed to find them in and around the road, so I think some have crossed, and there's still lots more of them that are due to cross. So we're here nice and early and at the perfect time. Well, as luck would have it, we've managed to get into a nice open area and just waited for the lions to come towards us, and that's exactly what they've done. So it seems like the leader is always the one with the collar on, female wise, and then we'll see the mother of the cubs coming up behind her, and then we should see the 4 cubs following on behind mom, and then we should see the male bringing up the rear. And you can see it's very windy as well, but well worth the wait. And the reward for staring at the bush earlier. So this is wonderful. They are going to head out and through this open area. There's some water buck just nearby. Thomas, yes, well, it's always a good outcome when you go out looking for something and you manage to find them. We knew they were moving in this direction earlier this morning, and so we wanted to follow up on them. We got lucky with the elephants, but this was our ultimate goal. So lovely to spot them now. So, and as they go, you'll see that they're always just looking around to see if there's any opportunity for something to chase, hunt, and maybe kill. And even these youngsters now, you can see they're starting to fill out. They really are bulking up, and they'll be a really big part of the hunt as well. So they are mobile now though, however, so they're keeping us on our toes, and we'll have to constantly keep wrapping around. But the bonus is that they're heading into an area that will be slightly easier for us to keep up with them and to see them out in the open. We've got the big male and one of the youngsters. I don't know if that's the straggler that has straggled again, but he's with the old man, so it's all good. The male is eating a bit of grass, helping him with clear out his gut. They do say if you want to catch your food, you need to act like the food. So maybe that's what the lion's doing now. No, I'm just playing around. He's obviously just getting that in. You know, most carnivores will do that. Feed on grass helps to clear out the gut. And they do seem to choose particular grass as well. Nice leafy strands. And mostly green shoots as well. So we're following in with this pride. I'm hoping that they do spot something while we are with them. And we might see a bit of action. Well, in the beginning of the drive, we tried to get, I think it was the same herd of Gemsbok, Oryx, Gamsebok, whatever you'd like to call them, on the screen, but they were a little bit nervous and we couldn't. So we've moved into another area, and I think they had moved as well, and now we've caught up with them again, and they seem a little bit more relaxed now. So with this beautiful light that's just poking through the clouds every now and then, it's just making for a beautiful picture. And look at that one on the right there. He's broken off one of his horns, most likely a bull, and you'll see as they move around near to each other, they're always on their toes because they're pointing those horns at each other all the time. And it very often happens that they break off, especially one horn, and then becoming a unicorn. There's a couple of youngsters as well. Nice little scene this, with the oryx in the foreground with a couple of youngsters, and in the background adult giraffe with some youngsters as well.
The old bulls, this is the males that hangs around more a lot in the camp. We're all familiar with this boy. They're called half trunk. He's one of the elephant, if I'm not mistaken, half trunk. If it's not him, he might be similar, but it looks like him. Let me try to check. Yeah, it's him. Mopo doesn't like this elephant. Telling him about half trunk, yeah, he will cry. He won't come in Prideland. He knows that this boy is always loved to be in camp all the time. It's amazing. Sometimes understanding the elephant, it needs patience. This is one of the species. It's very intimidating, of course, if it's close by, especially in human habitat. You never know what's going to do.
And as you can see, we are now here at the Djuma den, and we've got just the one little cub. There is an adult that's approaching, but we've just got the June cub here at the moment. Oh, look at him. Isn't it so sweet? Getting that little golden color out, and here comes the female. Looks like Ntima that might be approaching here. So Ntima is another female hyena, part of the Djuma clan, and that is very loud. And she's also got a cub. So let's see, maybe she'll introduce her little cub to us. It'll be wonderful. A little bear. And you can see even the nice little gold color coming through now, losing that total black color, because when they're born now, totally black. And usually about 3-4 months they start getting those little spots that starts appearing on their neck, the front part of their body. Their face starts turning to a little bit of a whiter color. Now it's going to be typically behind a bush. Why there?
Well, we have got luck. We've got Tlalamba. She isn't far into Torchwood at the moment. There's a whole bunch of zebras around that she's kind of stopped and staring at, but we can still see her, so it's all good. Hopefully she'll come off of the mound at some point and actually come and see us properly. because it's going to get dark soon, and then once it's dark, obviously it's going to be very tricky. Left. Oh, there we go. We asked her nicely to come closer, and here she comes. She was obviously just waiting for the zebras to move off properly before she came through. Hello, beautiful girl. Are you going to come say hello to us nicely? Oh, it's good to see her. She's going to go behind us, I think. Let's see. It's amazing, immediately noticeable just how dark in color she is compared to Marief's. I think she's going to turn. Isn't this cool? And she's kind of walking straight to where we are. She could have gone anywhere she wanted to, but Stacey, apparently, she knew it was our last day and wanted to say goodbye, and she's come as close as she probably could.
Well, looks like we've got a little bit of a problem getting back to camp. As you see, these buffaloes are pretty much taking over this road that leads back to camp. And there's so many. I'm just listening. There's a lot of watla happening here behind. I know that Paul is just watching behind him because it's totally dark here. So we just have to rely on the infrared and the little monitor